I'm from Lexington, Kentucky.
Still living there?
Yeah, I still live there.
Certain part you rep?
Yeah, I rep Winburn,
Okay.
North Side.
Now, what was it like for you growing up in Lexington? Can you paint that picture for us?
Yeah, most definitely. It was, you know what I'm saying, I got a dad. My mother just passed away in May. You know, so I had a mom and dad, but, you know, my daddy, you know, he was in the streets, so he wasn't really around. You know, my mama took care of me. She had 2 other kids in the household. My daddy got 6 other kids, so, you know, it was going like that. So, you know, really after I got in my teens, I had a man up. Plus, on top of that, I'm the only man in the house with my mama, so, you know, it's time for you to man up. You ain't getting this from nowhere, you gotta get this yourself. So, you know, I went out there, you know, and I did what I had to do, and then on top of that, what made it, I mean, at first it was bad because my mother, she moved in another hood. She moved in out west first. You know, then coming down the line, she moved out East End. So, you know, I'm in other hoods that, you know, I'm not even from. But, you know what I'm saying, just happened to be, I just end up being respected. Everybody fuck with me. Everywhere that I go, they fuck with me. I can go anywhere in my city, ain't nowhere I can't go. So, you know, that's how, you know, that's where, you know, I get my shit from. So, you know, that's what it is, how I got it. And, you know, that's how I'm coming with it.
I was going to ask if you were accepted in the other hood.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, the people who I'm saying, the niggas I rode down here with, they not from my hood. You know, I fuck with everybody. You know, my record label is Young Trappers Hoodbound. Feel me? So, you know, I'm a hoodbound nigga. You know, I go anywhere. And, you know, and there's niggas in my clique that's from other hoods. But I'm saying we all, you know, we want the money. It's a respect thing. And I'm saying if you don't respect it, then, you know, check it. That's how we feel.
How does one get accepted in another hood? How does one earn that respect and not?
I mean, you just got,
Maybe somebody watching this is in a similar situation. They have to move from one side of the city to another, and they're in a new environment.
I was young. I'm saying I can't say, mama, you know, you can't move her because, you know, I'm saying there's dudes there that don't like dudes from my hood, there's dudes there that don't like me or such. You know, this is the choice she made. So, you know, when I first come through West End, it was cool. But then I'm saying I got in fights after school, you know. I'm saying, what you doing out here, you know? I come out East End, I'm saying this, man, what are you doing on this block, such and such? I'm saying, you see what I'm doing. And I'm saying it is what it is. And plus on top of that, I'm saying I got motherfuckers from out west, I got motherfuckers from out east who's gonna ride for me on the East End nigga. I got an East End nigga who's gonna ride on the East End nigga. I got a West End nigga who's gonna ride on the West End nigga. That's just how, you know, they respect me in my city. That's what it is.
How old were you when you made that move from one hood to the other? What age?
What was I?
Teenage years?
I moved out West End right before my freshman high school year.
So middle school, towards the end of middle school?
Towards the end of middle school, I moved out West End.
So maybe that 7th, 8th grade?
Like 8th grade, like the end of 8th grade.
Okay.
Feel me? And then I moved out East End in 2009, and I've been living out there ever since. I still live out there now.
So that's not necessarily a bad thing because, you know, to move in the middle of high school years can be tragic or traumatic for some people.
Yeah, most definitely.
So you starting fresh at a new high school in a new area.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's when you're grown. So, you know, it's like, and in the hood, that's when you like, you know, you at that age where like I know that I got beef with them, and you know, this is a hood thing. You grown, you know, you ain't supposed to be out there, you ain't supposed to be out here. I'm saying, I'm on some fucking, I'm a trad. I'm saying, this is what my mama did to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with it.
Rough upbringing?
I mean, not really rough. I'm saying I get ass whoopings like a normal kid get ass whooping. I'm saying you do good, you get rewarded. You do bad, you get ass whooping. You know, it wasn't too rough. I mean, I know it's people who have it harder than I do.
In a previous segment when we were discussing your stage name, you mentioned that you were in the streets.
Right.
How young did that start?
I
That
started
path?
like 13, like maybe the sixth grade. Sixth grade, I start, fumbling with the streets and, in and out of, I'm, just petty hustling, making a few dollars, going to school, just not really doing nothing, but I was learning though.
Did it start with selling candy, hustling candy?
I mean, I would say, it started like, I don't know, just watching the older people around me, Like I said, it was never really my age for real. I'm saying it'll be my age as far as me going to do hobbies. But I'm saying me in the hood watching, I'm saying it's the OGs. I'm watching the OGs. I'm saying I'm hanging with niggas, to tell me every day, come on, little bro, you can't go here. Man, you got me fucked. I'm going. I'm going with you. Y'all got me fucked up. Feel me? So, I'm saying I seen what they do. I'm saying that I didn't know them, but I'm saying back then I'm saying, man, this is how he got that. This is how he's getting this. This is how he's getting that. So, that's what I felt like, and then I'm saying I see the dude with the job, and that ain't really fast enough, so that's what I chose,
I know sometimes people in their youth, they can start out by like selling or hustling candy in school, and that can be a gateway towards selling other things.
Okay, yeah, like, I mean, it's just, I didn't did fundraisers for school and all that. I'm saying it's just, I guess it was just, when I was young, it was just the fast money. It was just, I'm young, I'm making money, and I'm doing it without really doing nothing for real. Like without really working hard for it. All I gotta do is this and that. But at the end of the day, this and that is hard. It's not as easy as you think.
Looking back, dealing with the streets, that can be a risky option. There's consequences that can come from that. There's violence that can come from that. There's incarceration, be it jail or prison time, that can come from that. There's death.
Most definitely.
There's that over-the-shoulder feeling, stresses that can come from that. Why go that path? Knowing these consequences, or maybe you didn't know these consequences at first.
See, when I was, 19? I caught a case, and I was 20. It was 2012. I think I was 20. I was about to turn 21, and I caught a case. I caught 2 robbery cases. I did 2.5 years flat. And I'm saying, I look back on it now like, I definitely regret doing the robbery and, all of that. I regret, the time I left from my son and all of that. But at the same time, it taught me so much though. Going to the penitentiary taught me so much about life. It taught me how to, sit down and, don't rush. Have patience. Sit down and think about it. And, I'm saying, and on top of that, like I said, I hang with the OGs, so I'm saying I'm listening, I'm soaking in game. So, I mean, you get a whole lot out of, and my mother, she never really wanted to live in the hood, but I'm saying that's what it ended up at. I'm saying first we lived in the like lightweight suburbs in the middle class. I know middle class too. I know, I got white friends too. Yeah, I know the middle class, but it was just, that's just where I went at. That's where I got cousins, that's where they went at. We was all on the same thing, and we didn't know the consequences. You learn from your mistakes though.
Was this path unavoidable? Could you have made another decision?
I could have made another decision. I could have. I think, I'm saying this path, I don't know. I'm saying it's not too much that can make another decision, but it's a whole lot that can make another decision. You know what I'm saying? No one raised me to do this. This is just what I chose to do, so.
Because I've done interviews where people were raised in that environment and it was kind of an unavoidable decision.
Yeah, and it's people like it, I'm sure it is, but I'm not gonna say that I was made to do this or anything, but I know that, I'm saying, I taught myself that this was all I knew how to do. But now I'm saying I'm smarter than I know it's other ways.
Was it worth it? Was the risk worth the reward or what you got out of it?
It was worth it. It was worth it because I learned what my learning experience out of all of this. Maybe, if that didn't happen, maybe I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know. But what I know now, I appreciate that I know it.
Was it hidden from your mother at first? You dipping and dabbling in the street lifestyle?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't. My mama, she loves me. I was her only son, so she loves me to death. She loved me, so I never really said anything to her, but she kind of, start figuring. I'm saying she's not buying my shoes, or she's not buying me this, or she's not buying me that, and she accidentally slip up on this, or she slip up on that. She's not dumb, She knows what's going on. I'm saying, like I said, my father used to sell drugs, and it was just that environment. So, she knows what's up.
But when she's aware that you're doing this, you're in the street lifestyle, what was her response? When she finally caught on and, okay, I know what's going on.
This ain't the right thing to do. This ain't the right thing to do, but I'm saying by the time she caught on, I'm saying, this ain't the right thing to do, but then again, I'm saying, you're a grown man. And I'm saying, if you gonna do this, then, do it, but, I'm gonna let you learn from your mistakes. But at the same time, I'm gonna be with you through your mistake, though. She definitely held me down, She was with me through but, she's gonna let me bump my head.
Somebody watching this, and you were, before I even ask you this question, you were in and out, 1 foot in school, 1 foot in street activity, street lifestyle. Somebody watching this, maybe around the same age you started, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. What would you tell a kid like that watching this? And I know circumstances could be different for anybody watching this, but generally speaking, what's the advice there? Kid watching this right now, you're listening to your story. What do you tell them?
A kid watching this, listening to my story.
1 foot in, 1 foot out.
You listening to this, and you gonna listen to this, and you just gonna take it as, okay, I'm older than you, and I'm just talking, and it's going in one ear and out the other. But just remember, I was you at some point in time, and I know now that I look at people, when they was back in my age and they asked me questions, I'm like, man, I used to ask the same questions. I mean, when people tell you stuff that, that used to happen to them, like, man, this used to happen, they probably not lying to you. I'm saying, if you know them and you trust them, then they probably not lying to you. And I'm saying, that path ain't even the way to go. I'm saying, if you still in school, then stay in school. Stay in school, I'm saying, because that life is that's not where it's at at all. But it's better goals, it's better morals, it's better things to do.
You being 1 foot in, 1 foot out, were you able to finish high school? Were you able to graduate?
Nah, I dropped out in 11th grade.
Almost done.
Yeah, it was like, I went to jail in the 11th grade. I went to jail. I got out of jail, and they tried to send me to alternative school.
They kicked you out.
They kicked me out. I'm saying, in regular school, you get out at 3:15. In alternative school, you get out at 4 o'clock. And, you got to wear dress code and all that. I went to school I went to the alternative school for the first day. I went to breakfast. After breakfast, I screamed. I left, and I ain't seen school again. I mean, I tried to get my GED while I was in the joint, but then, I I did something else. So.
What did you go to jail for back then? I know we talked about in your 20s, you like robbing and breaking in. But as a juvenile, what did you get? When did you go to jail?
I never got in trouble. I never got caught as a juvenile. I caught one case as a juvenile, but I was about to turn 18, and that's I caught it with my little peoples. It was a little petty, little assault case. Yeah, but that's it. I never really got caught as a juvenile.
What kind of kid were you in class? Before you dropped out, what kind of kid were you in class, generally speaking?
I mean, I'm a laid back type guy in class for real. If I don't know how to do the work in class, then I'm saying I'm gonna try to find a shorty or something to do it for me. I'm gonna try to finesse the teacher or something to tell me what the answers are or something. I ain't school. I mean, I'm not dumb at all, but school was hard. School wasn't something easy for me, but I made it to the 11th grade.
Did you rap in school?
I rapped all the time.
How young? How young did it start?
I've been rapping since the 3rd grade.
Battled classmates? Were you into that?
We used to do that kind of. We used to do that kind of. Yeah, we used to do that.
Won more, lost more, broke even?
I say I won more than I lost, and that ain't even no front. That's on the real.
Did you do talent shows?
I definitely did a talent show. Yeah, most definitely.
How'd you fare in there? Ever win?
I don't even. It was in the 5th grade. I don't think it was I don't even remember. I don't think it was like a 1st place, 2nd place thing. I think they just let us do a talent show. That's when little Bow Wow, you just don't know the way you move so fast across. Yeah, okay, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I remember that too, man. That was all right, man.
Did you perform at pep rallies and stuff, or no?
I ain't never performed at no. I was bad in school. So, what I'm saying, they know if they let me perform at a pep rally, it might not be, it might not be, Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez material, It might be some off the wall, something they don't want her, so. At that time, anyways.
When you made that decision to drop out, what was your mom's reaction?
I don't know. It was like when I dropped out, she told me to go get my GED and all that, but my mom, she believed in me, so it wasn't really like. I'm not gonna say it wasn't really like she didn't care, but like she believed in me far as, okay, Mom, I wanna rap and this is what I wanna do. And this is what I'm gonna do. So she's like, okay, then you do it and I'm right behind you with it. Okay, but sometimes she's like, well, Kian, why don't you go get your GED or whatever? Okay, and I have before tried, but I failed to do it, so, But she's behind me with anything.
So when you do that bid for 2 years, or 2.5?
Like 2 years, 8 months.
Almost 3.
Yeah.
When you do that, you could have gotten your GED, but decided not to.
I was working on my GED, and then I got into his class. I was recommended a class, and at the beginning of my sentence, I was just on chill for real. Like for about a year, I was just on chill. Like I'm just, fucking with the guys. I'm saying, I moved from a camp to behind the fence. So I get behind the fence. It's kind of late. I mean, not to sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna be all the way real. It's kind of laid back. It's a world inside a world. You just can't fuck no bitches or nothing. But I'm saying, you won't look at me and tell that I've been to the joint before. But my first year was kind of laid back. You know, so I laid back, I fuck with my niggas and shit. You know, I met people. I was cooling. So kind of at the end of my bid, I did SAP. Like at the end of my bid, I started working on my GED. And at the end of my bid, I, you know, did my little program, you know, so I can get out. They let me out my first time up.
So you did it a little too late.
Yeah, the GED?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it. I did it too late.
You get out of prison, and at that point, is rapping taken seriously then and there, or you getting a job, you
See, when I was in there,
back in the streets?
See, I'm saying, okay, when I was in there, it was all on my mind. Get a job, you know, do the rap thing, you know, push it hard. You know what I'm saying? That's what's on your mind. You know, you don't have nothing negative on your mind. You don't know what's gonna be in your way. You don't know what your obstacles is gonna be. You just, this is what this is what I'm gonna do. It's what you telling yourself. But I'm saying once you keep on trying to go get a job and then they telling you, you know, no, because you got 2 robberies, these is fresh. You know, then you doing all this. I'm saying you trying to do good, but I'm saying nothing's working. Nothing's working, I'm saying then you still left sitting on your ass with nothing. But I'm saying I'm still trying. I'm saying I still got to pay my parole officer. I still got to pay my bills. I still got a son. I still got life expenses. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to do what the fuck I know how to do. So, no, I didn't get a job, but yeah, I'm still pursuing my rap career.
So, right away, are you pursuing the rap career, or is there some time that elapses before the rap career is taken seriously?
Man, I mean, I get out, I start rapping, but I wasn't feeling it though, because I wasn't where I wasn't myself. I wasn't where I wanted to be. You know, so I drop a song with somebody or something, and then, you know, I listen to it. I'm like, man, nah, man. Then I asked the homies, they're like, nah, man, that's not what we want right there. That's not what we looking for. But then I'm saying there's other people, you know, that, okay, that was nice, you know. But now, you know what I'm saying, I'm lightweight where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm dropping right now is nice. I got my city fucking with everything I drop. Everything I drop, my city's fucking with everything. Plus, I'm saying, like I said, I go in every hood, so it's just distributed everywhere. So, yeah, I'm saying I gotta, you know, I have no choice but to blow at this period. I'm saying to try to blow.
So you're in a stride.
I gotta get my city on. I gotta put my city on.
How long did it take for you to get to the point you're at now? From you doing a song here and there, and this is not what the homies want, to now, you know, people are messing with it?
It took a long time. It took a whole lot, man. It took
approximately a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4?
I've been out of jail for 2 years, so it approximately took, I say, a year. About a year and 5 months. No. I'm gonna say about a year and 2 months. About a year and 2 months.
Now, what jobs did you have in your upbringing?
Like career jobs?
Yeah, growing up.
I had two jobs. One day, me and my cousin, we got a job at Mr. Sparkles. It's a car wash for a day because they had this festival going on downtown. So, and we knew that they pay on the day. So we worked for her for one day. And then when I just got out, this time I got a little gig fucking with this little joint I had. I got a little gig with her for 10 days. Other than that, I ain't never had a job.
Pretty short jobs you did have.
Yeah, I ain't never really did a job thing.
So you technically quit these jobs, or the jobs just ended?
I quit the first job. I quit both jobs. The first job was just because we was young. We know they gonna pay us. Let's just grab this little cash real quick today. And then the second job, she was taking money out of my check. You know, so I quit. You know, it is what it is.
Were those jobs tough?
Nah, neither one of them. I liked the second job. I worked at the horse park. Plus, I worked with my little skeetie I had. You know, she was nice. You know, we was doing our thing, so it was all right. You know, we work at the same time. You know, and plus we together. I wasn't tripping. Plus, I was doing my little thing, so you know, it didn't matter. I had a job, my PO. You know, I got a job. Hey.
For the time you did work, was there anything crazy that happened? Anything out of the norm?
I had a job.
No,
that was out of the norm, but nah,
no, but in the job, was there anything that happened that was out of the norm?
Nah, it wasn't nothing. Nah, ain't nothing.
Now, you said your dad's still around.
Right, yeah.
Mother recently passed.
Mm-hmm.
What did she pass away from?
She died from cancer.
What kind?
It was, I actually don't know what it exactly is called, because I think it like went through her body, so I don't know what it was called, but I just know she died of cancer though.
They found it late?
See, I don't even know. I found out that she had cancer late. I was in jail and I was talking to this girl on the phone and she slipped up and told me. And she was like, oh, you didn't know it? I'm like, nah, I didn't know it. So, you know, I don't know. I don't think they found it late. It was her time to go, I guess, you know, so.
Because when they find cancer, they discover it's discovered at a certain stage. And there's 4 different stages.
Right.
The 4th being the worst.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. I just know she had cancer for like 2 years, maybe 3.
You don't know if it looked like it was promising, she was able to beat it, and then it turned for the worst, or if there was...
No, I think she might have been able to beat it. But then at the same time, I think between me and her, I think it was that, you know, she after a while, she got tired of fighting it. You know, she got tired of, you know, taking the pills, and, you know, she got tired of going to do chemo. I mean, this is things she'd tell me, like, you know, she'll say, like, it'll be a house full of people, and she'll be like, Kian, I'm tired. But I'm saying, they'll think, like, she's sleepy tired. I'm saying, I know my mama, so I know what she's saying. Like, she's tired of doing that. Yeah, and I'm saying, that's my mama, so I know what's up.
Was that tough for you to deal with?
I mean, most definitely. I mean, that's the most perfect woman in my whole life. But, I mean, at the same time, do I feel like she's hurt right now? Most definitely. Do I feel like she can go anywhere that I'm at now? I mean, it used to be, you know, she call and, you know, it's, are you okay? And, you know, now I feel like she knows where I'm at now.
How'd you hear about her actually passing?
I was over at my chick's house, and my granddaddy came over early in the morning. He was like, man, your mama passed away. So, you know, I went to the house, and, you know, she was there. And the thing that I say probably fucked me up the most is after she was dead, like, I sat there around her for like 2-3 hours.
The body?
Yeah. I think that was probably what fucked me up the most.
Did this death catch you by surprise, or was it understood that she was going to pass at some point pretty shortly?
It was by surprise because, I mean, like, you don't know. I don't know if she's gonna pass. I don't know if she's gonna go through it. It's like the same feeling I had when I had my son. It was like, okay, when I first, like the day I had my son, it was like, okay, you got a son. But like weeks later, like reality hit, like, okay, nigga, you got a son. Yeah, so, you know, and it was like, man, you know, okay, my mama died, and it was like, okay, your mama died, you know, and it was tragic the first day. But I'm saying after a while, you know, after she was gone, I had to think to myself, okay, well, you got to keep going though. You know, I can't stop. I'm saying she wouldn't want me to stop. So, you know, at the end of the day, I got to keep going. I used to call my mama for anything. Mama, what is this? Mama, how you do this? I'm saying, mama's such and such. You know, and she used to have the answers for anything. So, you know, I'm saying that I just feel like, you know, my answer's gone, so now I just got to answer questions for myself.
Did you attend the funeral?
Most definitely.
What do you miss the most about her?
I miss the flat talk for real. The flat talk. She'll say, like she likes to talk in code. Like, you know, I don't even care about saying this. Like, you know, she might call to get some weed. You know, she might call to get some weed, but she's not gonna call and say, I want some weed. Or she's not gonna call and say, I want some loud. You know, she's not gonna call and say the hip thing. She's gonna call and say, do you got some cabbage in the refrigerator? Feel me? That's like, you know, I miss shit like that. Like, you know, she was flat in a motherfucker. And I'm saying she was a player. She was a boss. I'm saying she did her own thing. She had her own way of whatever. She just had her own ways. And that's just what I'm on. I just have my own ways. And that's my people. That's what I miss about her.
She always smoked, or was that something for the cancer?
Smoked. She always smoked.
Okay.
She always smoked.
Favorite memory of her? Could be a few, but what's one you could share?
Favorite memory. One day she was gone. She left me and my sisters at home by herself one day for a long time, and we didn't think she was coming back. So we got so scared that we cleaned up the whole house. Like, we cleaned everything in the house. Like, we start crying and all of that. So she came home, but she's so mad. I mean, like, we so mad, but she's like, you know, like, it's not no big deal. You know, she was just gone for a minute. You know, my sister's old enough to watch us. We thinking she left us for, you know, it's over. So, you know, she comes home and everything's cool, but I'm still mad. So I take the sock basket late at night. I go outside and I pour it in the grass, but I make a circle. I'm saying, so the next morning they go outside and they see it, but they scared. Like, man, who did this to the... But they so scared I can't even say I did it because I know Mom Duke, she's gonna whoop my ass. So ain't no, I got to let them ride with, man, somebody put the sock basket outside. So yeah, man, that was it right there. But I'm saying I got a whole lot of memories, but that's one that just, it kills it right there.
Dealing with the death of a parent can be tough, especially that of a mother. I haven't experienced that yet, but somebody watching this, maybe they have too. Any advice on how to cope with something like that?
I mean, you just gotta know that you don't, I mean, it's your parents. I mean, and I'm sure if you love your parents like I love my mama, you know, then, you know, you're not really gonna, I don't think I ever really cope with it, but, you know, I gotta live through it because at the end of the day, she would want me to live through it. And like I said, if I live through it and she's living through me, and we just got to keep it moving together. I mean, she's gone, of course, but I'm saying you can still, you know, you can still let her live through, I mean, you can still let your parent live through you. And I'm saying if you haven't lost your parents, then, you know, I say you should respect your parents more than you respect anybody in the world. Because I'm saying I lost my mama and I know that. So, you know, I mean, to anybody who, you know, ever lost a parent or is losing a parent, you know, I say just hold on, man, and, you know, keep going.
Has this changed the direction of your music?
In a positive way. It's just made me get more in tune. It's just made me, like, you know what I want with the music, like far as my song and what I wanna do with it. It's like I gotta be more, what's the word? I have to be more perfectionist.
Perfectionist?
I have to have more perfection. I have to perfect more.
Okay.
Like, you know, I can't, I've been doing it for too long to just, you know, let a song be a slouch. Or just be like, okay, that's all right, that's all right. It's not, I don't have room for no more all right songs. You know, I don't do features right now because I don't have room for all right songs with other people on it.
Have you made a song about her yet?
I haven't. I tried. I mean, that's hard. That's something hard to do for real. But I've tried. I mean, I have a beat though. I have a beat and all that, but and plus that's just not something I just want to hurry up and do neither. You know, I won't take time. You know, I might write a bar, write 2 bars every 2 weeks or something like that, or maybe every month or something. Feel me? That might, you know. Not every month because it has to be on this mixtape. So I say, you know, every 2 weeks or something. But you know, it's got to be a nice song though because it's about my mom. And you know, if she wanted me, you know, if she was here and I made a song for her, she would want it to be, you know, she knows what I do. She know how I do it. So she would want it to be the greatest. She would want it to be at my best.